Rapper Ynw Melly is accused of witness tampering now, just as he's about to be retried for murder. Local 10's Ian Margol with more.
These charges are being added on to the ones these three men were already facing. And investigators say they worked together to dissuade at least one witness from cooperating.
Jamal Demons.
Rapper Ynw Melly facing even more trouble this week, now accused of tampering with a witness in his double murder case. Melly, whose real name is Jamel Demons, is already in custody, but new allegations say he developed a, quote, sophisticated system to communicate with individuals outside of the Broward County Jail, including his co-defendant, Cortland Henry.
Cortland Henry, come on up.
Cortland Henry. According to court documents, Melly, who does not get phone privileges while in custody, recruited another inmate named Terrence Mathis to help him talk to Henry. They also say Henry, who is on house arrest waiting for his own murder trial, allegedly delivered messages for Melly more than 100 times in the last year. Investigators say Demons would write notes and have them passed to Mathis, who would then call Henry and pass along Melly's instructions. During one of those calls, a detective heard Mathis giving directions to Henry to keep Rihanna away from court, and said Henry was clearly uncomfortable with getting those directions on a recorded call. Rihanna, investigators say, is a code name for Melly's former girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton, who has not been cooperative with the state's investigation so far. This charge they are now facing is tampering with a witness in a capital case, which by itself also carries a potential sentence of life in prison.
Yo, what it is, people, we is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And then we taking a break from Baltimore for a few days, to talk about what's going on with Ynw Melly, man. I want to say salute to all my new subscribers, all my new supporters. We rocking and rolling, And it's crazy that I've been over here this long. A lot of the people that just came over, they saying they never seen my channel. And I've been rocking straight up for at least a year and a half, 18 months. A lot of y'all favorite YouTubers still sauce, If you start noticing in the last maybe 6 months, your favorite YouTuber is adding new tricks to the trade, that's where they got it from. Just being honest. But in this video, we're going to talk about a few things, man. We're going to talk about this evidence of witness tampering, That came out last couple days, and a lot of people on YouTube is making it seem like this is groundbreaking evidence, like this is going to shake the case. And I'm here to say not so fast. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about what is this evidence, because I've seen people talking about the witness tampering, but nobody is telling the people what's the evidence that Mariah Hamilton and her mother have, Is it really that key? And then we also going to talk about something that happened in court today, a little back and forth between the defense and the judge, I don't think that's a good idea when you're a defense attorney, you don't want to get on the judge's bad side. They already side to the defense. But I ain't going to get too far into my points. We're going to start off with this
was mentioned but never appeared in court. Ynw Melly's former girlfriend, Mariah Hamilton. Now, why is she so important? Well, Mariah Hamilton's mother, Felicia Holmes, told police in December of 2018 about a FaceTime call between Melly and Hamilton, her daughter, right after the shooting, where, according to her, Melly said someone shot the car up, that a car was coming behind him, that presumably the shooter or shooters were hiding there, and then he said he thinks Zach, Jason, and Juvie are dead. Then she says she saw Melly at this guy Fredo Bang's house. Apparently, Fredo picked him up after the shooting. And while she offered to Melly to stay with her after all of this happened, she says Melly went to a video shoot after all this happened. Then at some point, Holmes says that her daughter told her that Melly was threatening her and that she feels Melly had something to do with the murders. Hamilton even talked to law enforcement about a text from Melly where he allegedly says, "I take lives." Hamilton also addressed possible tension that Melly may have had with one of the victims, and follow-up reporting indicates that might have been Zach Jaser. This is important evidence.
Well, basically, but the state is a legend, The reason why Mariah Hamilton and her mother's testimony is important, even though they got the mother's testimony. I'm going to get to that because what the mother said in the last court hearing is very important. But the reason why they're trying to get Mariah Hamilton's testimony is because she's the only one that can place Melly at the scene. You understand? Because if I remember the case, Melly defense team said Melly wasn't there at all because there was no proof. And that's what I was telling people the whole time. That's why, in my opinion, he was going to beat the case. Now, they end up hung jurying it. You know, he didn't beat it. But I knew they wasn't going to find him not guilty because they couldn't place him at the scene. They don't even know where the scene at. They just know where the staging at. They don't know where the shooting took place. But they hoping Mariah Hamilton can fill that void. Now, can she? I'm going to get to that in the conclusion of this video because I don't think it is strong as they're making it out to be. You know, I just can't see it, yo. It don't make sense to me because she wasn't there. You know, you understand? Any information that she gave is going to be third-party information. You know, he could have told her anything. But I get it. To a certain extent, it'll line up. If they can get her to come to the court hearing and agree to this or plead to her statements or her facts, then it'll place him at the same. But it's not a slam dunk. It's not a slam dunk. Especially when you consider what happened in the last court hearing where the mother got on stand. Y'all remember that?
The problem was Miss Holmes' sworn deposition years later in 2022 was not consistent with what she told police in 2018. In fact, when Holmes took the stand in Ynw Melly's trial, things got heated, basically accusing the government, from law enforcement to the prosecutor, of threatening her and her daughter, Mariah Hamilton, to testify against Melly.
Did you have an opportunity to read the statement you gave in 2018?
I read the statement.
Okay.
But I don't recall, I don't remember anything from that statement, but I do remember my deposition from December 22.
Were you honest and truthful with law enforcement when you spoke with them?
I would hope so. I mean, it was 2018. I went through a lot during that year, so I'm not sure where my mindset was at that time. I do remember that they kind of bullied me and threatened my daughter to take her to jail for accessory after the fact. I do remember that.
When you first took the stand, you said, "I feel threatened."
Yes, sir, I do.
Who do you feel threatened by?
Objection, Your Honor.
Christine Bradley, the prosecutor's office.
This prosecutor.
Yes, I do.
So, the state is a legend, and people on YouTube is trying to make y'all believe that this woman, Mariah Hamilton's mother, forgot her name, is going to have to come on stand the next time and basically say she lied. Say she lied. So now at this point, you got the mother and the daughter giving multiple statements. That makes them not credible, y'all. Multiple statements. And then when you talk about what happened with Melly in this whole situation with witness tampering, yo, how can they prove that? Only way they can prove that Melly for sure witness tampered is if Melly, the other guy who was supposed to be involved in this, or BORTLEN admit to it. And so far, we don't got none of that information. There's no proof that he admitted to anything. They called the tampering sophisticated. So how can y'all say this is what it is? But I'm going to tell you how they do in these type of cases, man. They will get on stand and lie and make your words mean something else. How can they say for certainty that Rihanna is Mariah? How can they say that? Do they have BORTLEN on camera, on video, talking to this woman? Like, these are the things that they're going to need to prove it. And so far, we don't see none of that information. And I think if they had that information, they will release it to the public because that's their case, you know. They're trying to slander Melly in public opinion. But that's not all that happened in court, you know. Because, you know, I already know how this goes. This is pre-trial. These are motions. So the state got their emotions and the defense put in theirs.
Mental Devon's response to the state's motion to quash subpoenas and/or for protective order. Paragraph 4, you indicated here that counsel for the defendant believes that there is probable cause that the witnesses under subpoena, the members of the state attorney's office and the elected state attorney to have committed obstruction of justice and attempted witness tampering and felony pursuant to FS 838.022 for misuse of public office due to their actions since October of 2020.
That's what it says, Sean. Just like they used to try to allege that Mr. Demons did witness tampering, they did the same thing. And we're going to prove it by having these people testify. We'd like to take their depots. We filed papers to try to do that in the last couple of days after Your Honor said it, but we haven't yet. So we want to have them testify in court today.
But your motion indicates, or your response indicates, that the elected state attorney committed obstruction of justice, attempted witness tampering, and a felony pursuant to 838.
Absolutely.
The state attorney.
Absolutely. The state attorney, the elected official, Harold Pryor, we have good faith belief that he sat on this.
Well, you have more than that. You're saying you have probable cause.
I think there may be probable cause based on
I think there may be probable cause.
Judge, if you quibble over this, you can do that and do what you want.
This is a serious allegation.
This is a serious matter.
That's right.
This is an absolute serious matter
I agree
that everybody
100%
sat on
with that.
and hid under the carpet for a year.
I don't know that everybody did, but
You don't know? So why are you asking me why I'm doing it? Because we allege it and we need to ferret it out, Your Honor. And it is a serious, but because it's serious, you don't think that Mr. Deming sitting over there isn't thinking this is a serious matter where his life is on the line, where the state attorney's office
is a serious charge too. I'm not minimizing
It's not two. That's why we're here, Your Honor. With all due respect.
All due respect, it's a serious matter, but so is allegations about corruption in the state attorney's office at the highest point. And when I read Ms. Boutros' deposition, somebody provided it to me. I assume it was your office. I don't know if we did or not, who gave it to me, but somebody dropped a statement off. I thought Ms. Boutros, who I know for a long time, tried many cases with her, indicated that the state attorney's office told her to be honest, straightforward, tell the truth.
So why wouldn't you believe testimony like that that says that Mr. Pryor knew about it the day it happened and didn't do anything about it? There wasn't any investigation by the very unit that investigates stuff like this, like the public corruption unit. That Killoran sat on it because he knew about it the very day for over a year. Watching a first-degree murder case be tried without even investigating further this allegation. You know, there's a lot of things that trained police officers can do and investigate things such as an allegation like this, and they did nothing. We're going to be able to, once we get them to testify, show that nothing was done. And they deep six this serious allegation in a first-degree murder case, and there's testimony when if they told her to tell
So
the
the
truth.
defense is alleging that the state withheld evidence that could have cleared Melly. They are accusing the state of witness tampering. Now, I said before in the beginning, I don't like the fact, I don't think it's a good idea for the defense attorney to be going back and forth with the judge like that. You heard the judge. He said, I did a million cases with this woman. He basically vouching for her, which is not really a good idea. That might work in the appeal process if Melly get found guilty. You know, he showed some kind of bias in that situation, in my opinion. But, like I say, I don't think this evidence of witness tampering is as strong as the state wants the people to believe. Then you got people on YouTube basically saying Melly is done after this, and then he ain't. He ain't. It's a lot of gray area, even with her statement, because she gave multiple of them, y'all. She gave multiple. So which one is the truth? Which one is the truth? Do they got any evidence of Melly giving her any type of money? Do they got any evidence of that? Even the phone call. Now, I think from what I understand from the last trial, they did say he placed a phone call to her, but she's not testifying it to her. She's not testifying to that phone call as being a real thing, you know? And, so I don't know. Maybe she gonna come to court and say, yeah, we talked about it. He was on the scene. But still, y'all, it's not a slam dunk. It's not a slam dunk. Once you consider the fact that she didn't come to court the last time, she gave multiple statements, it is not a slam dunk. That is still going to leave room for doubt. And that's all you need to get found not guilty or another hung jury. It's doubt. That's how he got a hung jury last time. It's too much doubt in the case. It's too much doubt. Now, if she would have gave her story originally and stuck to it and stood on it in trial, then we'd be talking. But when you got a witness that giving multiple statements, you don't know which one is the truth. And then you got the fact of her getting on the stand. Do y'all know how much pressure it is getting on that stand?
Defense attorney Don West went after her credibility, specifically a claim she made to authorities about why she didn't go to Trayvon's funeral. She originally said it was because she was in the hospital, but that was a lie.
You got to understand what I'm trying to tell you. I'm the last person. You don't know how I felt. You think I really want to go see the body?
Do you admit then that you were asked who was screaming for help And your answer was, it could be Trayvon.
Yes. I told her it sounded like Trayvon, because Trayvon have a kind of baby voice.
So the question is, well, who is screaming for help? It's not Trayvon, is it? And your answer, it could be Trayvon. And the question, you know his voice so well. Was that Trayvon screaming for help, or wasn't it? Your answer, it could be. Like I said, I don't know, but it could be. The dude sound kind of like Trayvon. Trayvon do got that soft voice and that baby voice sometimes. So it could be, I don't know, you know it's not.
At times, even defiant, like when she was told she'd have to return the next day.
What?
Until then, it's hard to say how much the state's star witness actually helped or hurt.
That's why most defendants decline. Ain't nobody trying to get on that stand, man. That stand is treacherous. Them lawyers are very good at their job. They've been doing their job, some of them 20, 30 years. Did hundreds and thousands of cases. They know what they doing. Then you got a rookie, your first time being on the stand, and you think you're going to hold some type of weight. Y'all seen what happened with the mother when she was going back and forth with the prosecution. And I said right then and there, that was going to hurt the prosecution case because she came off as insensitive. Then they was under pressure. Like, yo, it's just so much room for doubt, so much gray area in this case. I don't think that's strong evidence. I think what they're actually trying to do is they're trying to grab at anything and make it stick. You know? Because they don't have a strong case on murder. They probably feel like they got a better case on witness tampering. And y'all heard that, you know, he can get life for either one. You know, because when you got a tampering case, the tampering case basically hold as much time as the main case. You know, so he facing the death penalty or life in prison. So that's what the witness tampering hold. You understand? But let me know how y'all feel about us in the comments. This is Keep It G News.
Nigga can't do what I do, y'all niggas can't copy me. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep the shit G. Let's keep shit G. Let's keep shit G.